What is going on, everybody? It is Dylan with DFS, and in today's video, I'm going over Week 7's first look. So, kind of looked over spreads and totals and stuff like that, but as far as DraftKings prices, this is the first time I'm looking, so just go over, the prices, the matchups, and kind of see what I like off first glance. I will say, Washington-Dallas has the highest total, I believe it is the highest total we've had so far this season at 55. It is 55. So, mind you, this slate could get wild based off of that. So, Mahomes is the most expensive quarterback on this slate. Last 2 years, probably wouldn't have said that as much, but Patrick Mahomes has been balling lately. Gets Rashee Rice back this week and gets to face Vegas. So, it's a good matchup for Mahomes. I like that one. Jaden Daniels, this one, it's going to be good. If we get CeeDee Lamb back in this matchup, this is going to be a good game, right? Obviously, Washington dealing with some wide receiver injuries as well, but Jaden Daniels on the road against Dallas, really good price. He's below 7K. Jalen Hurts at Minnesota, don't know. I truly don't know. I want to believe in Jalen Hurts in this passing game. I really, really do. But it has been bad. It has been bad. Dak's $200 cheaper. Like, man, if I'm doing something, like, I'm fine with Hurts in tournaments just off his pricing, but Dak, $6,500. If he gets CeeDee Lamb back, it's gonna be a good game. Another game I was really interested off of is Indy and Chargers. So Justin Herbert, 6,400. I like that price point. I like this matchup. Indy's played running backs really good, so typically you get some better passing results out of quarterbacks, so I like that. Drake May, this is a Mike Vrabel revenge game, so Drake May above 6K. This is where I've been, where I've said, hey, if Drake May and Daniel Jones are 6K and below, I like them. Once they start getting above 6K, then we start having those discussions. Drake May goes up after having the best game he's had all season. It was great for cash if you played him like I did. It could have been even better. We got wiped of a 52-yard Stephon Diggs that would have, put him over 300. But really good game out of him. I'm not as sold on Drake May in this matchup, though. At 6,300, that price is just getting higher. Jordan Love on the road against Arizona. This one I like as well. Daniel Jones on the road against Chargers. Same thing, like Daniel Jones in this one. Caleb Williams, 5,800 at home against New Orleans. This one I do like. Justin Fields is 5,700 for Justin Fields at home against Carolina. I think a lot of people are going to be turned off by this against Denver, but this is Carolina we're talking about. So the thing to also note about this Jets team, Garrett Wilson's injury, obviously one, but secondly, they're coming back from a London game, so obviously going to have some travel and rest and all that stuff, so it's going to be tougher for the Jets, so duly note that. Bo Nix is 5,600 at home against the Giants. That one's a good one as well. Kyler Murray, if he does play, I don't know if I'm interested in that, especially depending on Marvin Harrison's status. Jackson Dart, no. 2 against Cleveland, probably not. JJ McCarthy could be interesting. 5K against Philly, though. I think that one definitely could be interesting. Spencer Rattler, 4,800 on the road against the Bears. Maybe Spencer Rattler. Maybe for tournaments, Spencer Rattler, but not off this look. So, running backs. Jonathan Taylor continues to go up in price. Now he's 8,800 on the road against the Chargers. This is yet again where we start having these discussions. Obviously, CMC's not on this slate. Bijan's not on this slate. Devon Achane's on this slate, though, at 8,100. He has a really, really good game last week against the Chargers. Gets a tough matchup. He's got to have a lot of points in the receiving game. Cleveland has been really, really damn good against the running back so far. Josh Jacobs looks playable again at 7,800. Saquon Barkley, 7,700, though, against Minnesota. That looks like a really good play as well. To see Saquon at this price point, which, granted, we saw him a little bit cheaper, but to see him 7,700 in this matchup against Minnesota, there's a lot to like in this one. Genti against the Chiefs, no. Dowdle against the Jets, probably not. I would. Chuba Hubbard, probably close to back. I would watch that for sure. And his price is just getting way too high up there now. Javonte Williams priced pretty high as well, 6,700. I'm okay with that. I don't love that one as much. I'll probably just love the passing game. But Javonte Williams has been notorious for getting some receiving stats. But it's just crazy. He goes up $300 with putting up an 8.4 game. So, Breece Hall against Carolina could be interesting with the Garrett Wilson injury news. Probably see Breece Hall get a few more opportunities in that one. Jordan Mason, 6,200 at home against Philly. I like that. Krosky Merritt, 6,100 on the road against Dallas. I like that. Last night's game was definitely disappointing if you played him, but he still got a good amount of volume in that one. But it's Dallas, so everyone against Dallas is always in play. Quinshon Judkins is only 6K? Judkins is only 6K against Miami. Like, people are going to be turned off by the Pittsburgh game, but he has 6K against Miami. I mean, that's a great price right there. Kamara is 5,900 against Chicago. I like that price point as well. For him, DeAndre Swift goes off last night. I mean, he's put up, besides the Minnesota game, he's put up 10 plus points in every game. He's still around that mid 5K price range, which he probably is going to remain unless he starts putting up some more consistent numbers, like 20 plus points. But DeAndre Swift, I mean, that's a good price and matchup for him. J.K. Dobbins, I like that price point as well, 5,600 in that matchup. Not much else off first look without any injuries or anything like that. Nothing else kind of stands out. Wide receiver, we don't have an 8K wide receiver. We have Justin Jefferson at 7,600 at home against Philly. Could be interesting there, definitely. CeeDee Lamb, if he plays, is 7,500. If CeeDee Lamb is out, we get George Pickens at 7,300. Man, DraftKings said, hey, George Pickens is getting crazy. He is now up to 7,300. He started the season at 5,800. Is up to 7,300. And he's put up some good fantasy numbers, right? And this is a 55-point total. DraftKings wants to make sure if you're picking a guy in this matchup, like, you're going to pay the price. Roma Dunze goes up slightly, but is playing New Orleans, so I like that one. Tet McMillan, 64, probably not as interested this week. His price did go up, tougher matchup against Sauce. Jalen Waddle, 6,300. I'm okay with the Jalen Waddle price point at 6,300. Deebo Samuel, 6,200. Love that one. You know whose name we're not seeing yet? Rashee Rice. Oh, I can't wait to see what his price is. Xavier Worthy, 6,100. I mean, that's a good price too. Obviously, we haven't seen Rashee Rice, so he's cheaper, so it's probably going to be Rice. Ladd is 6K at home against Indy. This was, like, the thing about the Colts is they've dealt with their slot corner injuries. Javarius Ward got concussed. So, I mean, we'll check his status. Kenny Moore's been kind of banged up. So, Ladd McConkey, the last two games, 14.9, 26 points. Could be another good matchup for him at 6K. Courtland Sutton, 5,900. Love that price point for Courtland Sutton. Terry McLaurin, if he does play, but I'm skeptical that he doesn't. He would be 58. A.J. Brown, Devontae Smith, 58 and 5,700. Oh, man, this is crazy. $1,100 he has went down. A.J. Brown, wow. There he is, Rashee Rice, 5,600. Rashee Rice is going to be owned. He's going to be probably the highest owned wide receiver on this slate, if I had to guess right now. 5,600, I'm going to guess that. Stephon Diggs in another favorable matchup, 5,600 against Tennessee. Keenan Allen, the cheapest Chargers wide receiver. If Quentin Johnston's out, I'm okay with doing a little punt again with Keenan Allen. Obviously, the last few weeks, as you can see, haven't been what we saw kind of the first 3 weeks. But the thing that has been there for Keenan Allen has been the targets. The targets have been there substantially. Like, This is a wide receiver 2/3, and he's getting wide receiver 1 targets. Like, Marvin Harrison Jr. is not getting these targets. That's what's crazy. So, Jacoby Myers 55, probably not. Olave, I'm okay with Olave at 5,400. Wandell, no. Marvin Harrison, watch the injury status, but yeah, 5,300. He's such a good talent. He just needs the play calling to go his way, or a quarterback that's going to throw him the ball. Obviously, now dealing with an injury doesn't help. So, Trey Tucker, no, his price is just getting priced too high. DJ Moore, 5,200. I would watch. He spent the night at the hospital last night, I guess. So watch that one. But I like DJ Moore. He was having a really good game, and it seemed like they relied upon the run a lot more. The ball was pretty spread out amongst pass catchers last night in that game. Michael Pittman, still very cheap last week. I know it was a stinker. If you believed in Michael Pittman, I had him in a good amount of tournaments, so that one hurt. But could be a good game in that one. Like I said, I kind of like that one. Jordan Addison, 5,100. 5,100. And he's put up 18.4 and 5.1. I'm just saying that's a really good one there. Romeo Dobbs, 5K, like that one. Josh Downs goes all the way up to 4,800. Josh Downs has a good game finally, and they price him up $500. $500. He has a good game, right? 11.4 for 4.1 is okay. But 16.2 of 4.3, that's a good game for that price point, and they price him up $500. Man, that is tough. Matthew Golden, 4,700 against Arizona. Matthew Golden, 3 for 86. Didn't get a touchdown, but, if he gets a touchdown, the points just get it there. I would be skeptical on the Chiefs besides Worthy, the Chiefs pass catchers. I think they could be good for tournaments this week. Hollywood Brown, Tyquan Thornton, but it's pretty much Rashee Rice. Jerry Jeudy down to 4,400 in this matchup. 4,400. I'm very interested in Jerry Jeudy this week. Against Miami secondary, I'm very interested in Jerry Jeudy. He is priced... Yet again, the points haven't been there, so I'll agree there. But for what Jerry Jeudy is, right? Like, he's priced perfectly for what he's produced so far this season. The targets, though, the targets have been there for Jerry Jeudy, right? It's just the offense is bad. But you have to be, I like Quinshon Judkins a lot at his price point. I'm not playing both in the same lineup. Josh Reynolds, I think looking at the Jets wide receivers, you are probably going to get some value this week if you like that route because of Garrett Wilson, likely to miss, I think they said a couple weeks was their guess or their estimation. So Josh Reynolds, 4,200, could be interesting as a cheap play. Io Manor could be interesting at 4,200. Calvin Ridley, we'll check his status, but obviously head coach gets fired. New offensive guy is the interim. Maybe we get the new head coach cheese, but Io Manor is probably going to be the lead pass catcher in this game. Against New England, it is tough, right? Christian Gonzalez is there. He's a shutdown corner. But 4,200, I don't mind that one as much. Jalen Coker. So this is what's confusing about DraftKings pricing. They don't have it, but he was 4,200 last week and didn't play, and he's 4,000 this week, and it's got to be because he's playing the Jets. But Jalen Coker's a name to watch out for at 4K this week. Demario Douglas, really good game last week. He had another touchdown taken away, so he could have had a 25-point game. But yeah, a really good game out of Douglas. Troy Franklin, I like his price point. Michael Wilson could be interesting if Marv is out, so that's one to watch for. 3,800, I think that's a good value piece. Other than that, no one really screams out. Yeah, no one really screams out down there. But there are a couple good value plays. Tight ends, we get some of the big tight ends on this slate. I mean, I'm almost every big tight end. We get Trey McBride, we get Jake Ferguson, we get Tyler Warren, we get Brock Bowers, we get Tucker Kraft, we get Travis Kelce, we get Dallas Goedert, we get Darren Waller. We got everybody. We have everybody this week. Sam Laporta is probably the only other big name tight end that's not here. So McBride against Green Bay, yeah, I mean it's good. Especially it's really good if Marv is out and Kyler's the quarterback. Jake Ferguson in a favorable matchup at his price point. Tyler Warren, I mean the guy is just consistent this season, and he's gotten the touchdowns lately, so that's one to watch for too. Brock Bowers, I think from what I read, Brock Bowers is probably going to be out this week because they have the bye week next week. So if they sit him this week, you get him an extra 2 weeks, and then you get him, the rest of the season after that. Hopefully is what they're going to go for. Tucker Kraft, 4,900 against Arizona. This one I think is really good. Is priced kind of high for what he's produced this season though, but I think it's because of favorable matchup while he's up there. Travis Kelce, not as much. Dallas Goedert, yes. Like Dallas Goedert is one of these guys that has been yet again consistent so far this season, 10 plus in every single game. I would not rely upon the 29-point performance though, but 10 plus points at 4,500. I mean, is good. Darren Waller against Cleveland. I mean, Darren Waller's been putting up yet again another consistent guy. He's gotten a touchdown in every game so far this season. So Darren Waller's easily playable as well. Hunter Henry. I've mentioned him. He is a boom or bust guy. He will hurt you. He will help you. But he will definitely hurt you sometimes. So I had him in tournaments. He definitely backfired for my Drake May stacks. Fannin Jr., this one's interesting because David Njoku's questionable. We'll obviously check this. It's really early. But if Njoku's out, Fannin Jr. might be one of the better plays at tight end this week, and that's having all these big name tight ends here. So watch that, but Fannin Jr. I think is priced really good. Zach Ertz, 3,800. He's in a really good spot. Theo Johnson, no. TJ Hawkinson, no. Michael Mayer is interesting in his price point, but I will say, just looking at this pricing right now, Mason Taylor is $100 cheaper. $100 cheaper. Mason Taylor's at the highest he's been so far this season. And Garrett Wilson is out. So Mason Taylor could potentially be the number one target on this offense, which the offense was not good last week at all in the passing game. And now he gets Carolina, which is a favorable matchup. So yet again, Mason Taylor, I'm very interested. I think the tight end ownership should be very, very balanced. I could see people go the value route and go a Fannin or Taylor because of the injuries, but you have all these big name tight ends. You have tight ends that could put up a 20 plus game. So I'm very interested to see where the ownership ends up at in the double up. So, but Mason Taylor at 3,400 I think is definitely worth looking at this week. Chig at 33 is interesting. We saw Chig finally have another good game at his price point. He's been pretty consistent for the targets so far this season. So, granted, I don't expect a ceiling game out of him, but he is worth noting. The Bears tight ends, 32 and 3,100. Colston Loveland could be interesting. I think we might see Colston Loveland get some more love. Cole Kmet was the first time we haven't seen Cole Kmet get 80% or more of the snaps at tight end. Other than that, Tommy Tremble could be interesting if Ja'Tavion Sanders is out. So watch that one. Yeah. That is it for tight end. Defenses. Chiefs against the Raiders. Okay. Green Bay against Arizona. Why is Green Bay's defense so expensive, right? They've been up here. They faced Detroit, had a really good game. They faced Washington, it was okay. Faced a Cleveland team, which they lost. It's got 8 against Dallas -3 and against Cincinnati 2, and they're still 3,600. The Denver's defense is cheaper. That's worth noting. Patriots defense 3,400, also a really good play for them. What else am I kind of looking at? Philly's defense possibly against Minnesota, but I kind of like Minnesota regardless who the quarterback is. Bears 3,100 against New Orleans. The Bears defense has gotten takeaways, right? They got 3 sacks which they got 5 sacks in the 4 games previous, and then they got 3 sacks in that game. They got 3 takeaways. They allowed 24 points, but still, 3 sacks, 3 takeaways. Now you're facing Spencer Rattler. Bears defense seems really good. Cleveland's defense, I mean, they have to be cheaper, but I mean, they're good. It's just I can't pay $3K for a defense that's up and down like this. So let's go to the values. Vegas against Kansas City, no, absolutely not. Arizona against Green Bay, like Arizona's defense has put up okay numbers so far this season. And this is the cheapest we've seen their defense at $2,100. And they've been able to do some stuff. So for defenses, I think Carolina's defense is interesting. The Jets defense is interesting. Vikings defense is interesting because of how Philly's offense has looked. The Titans defense, like I said, new coach cheese, I'm fine with that call. The Saints defense, they've had some games, but I'm biased towards my Bears, but so I'm kind of looking at maybe Arizona at 2,100 and just hoping somehow, some way they get, two points at 2,100. So, but if you want to pay up, I like the Bears, I like the Patriots, and I like Denver at 3,500. So that's kind of where I'm at. So hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, please leave a like and subscribe. We'll have videos going out the rest of the week. We'll have a separate cash and GPP video this week. I apologize about the way it's been the last couple weeks, but I will have a separate video for each, the showdown, all that stuff. So go check that out. If you guys are looking for some fantasy tips, I just put out a short going over some waiver wire ads, so go check that one out. And I will see you guys in the next one.